Hi everyone, and welcome to the first episode of Educating Everybody, my platform all about educating others on medical issues, diseases, things with the body, and the correlation that they have with mental health. Welcome to my first ever guest. Would you like to introduce yourself with your name and your title?
Hi everyone, my name's Chloe Rose Adkin. I'm the current Miss Nottingham Galaxy and I'm the 2020 and 2021 Miss Galaxy UK First Runner-Up.
Amazing. Thank you so much for that, Chloe. Thank you so much for joining us.
No, thank you for having me.
You are so welcome. So this month, for the month of February, we are focusing all about heart health, conditions with the heart, in support of my sister Queens, Georgia and Summer Urmson, whose platform is the British Heart Foundation. So, Chloe, can you tell me what your platform is, please?
So my platform is Heart Awareness as well. So I started my platform Heart Awareness after struggling to find a project that really meant something to me and that I was truly passionate about and wanted to share my knowledge on. And it wasn't until my granddad mentioned the British Heart Foundation and how they'd helped him when he had a cardiac arrest that I realised actually, there's something staring me right in my face that I just had to go with. And that's why I decided to make heart health my platform.
Amazing. And I think as well, when you have that sort of personal connection to it, it just makes your platform so much easier because you feel you do have a genuine passion for it as well.
Exactly. It's so easy and natural for me to talk about. So it just felt like the perfect platform for me.
Yep, that is amazing. And can you tell me, why do you feel that heart health is so important?
So obviously, as a family, we've seen the consequences of poor heart health, unfortunately. My granddad suffered from a cardiac arrest, like I said, and that was when I was in primary school. So at that time, I didn't really realize what that meant or, knew what was happening. I just knew he was really poorly. He was in hospital. And when I went to see him, he didn't look like the man that I remembered and knew. And I've always been close with my grandparents. So, for me, that was really difficult. So it wasn't until I got older that I realised what exactly had happened to him and, how it occurred. And, his lifestyle choices were a consequence for that. So luckily he has made a full recovery. He's made steps to change his lifestyle to ensure the likelihood of that event, hopefully will not reoccur again. It's very, very slim chance for him now that will happen again. And we want, as a peer, to educate people on that and hopefully stop it from happening to anybody else.
Yeah, I'm so happy to hear that he's doing better as well. That's absolutely amazing. I'm really happy to hear that.
Oh, thank you.
So can you tell me, what do you think are some common it would be good if I could say the word, common misconceptions that people have when it comes to your heart and the health of your heart?
Yeah, of course. So I think a lot of people, when they hear, someone's had heart health issues or like a cardiac arrest, like my granddad, they think that it only happens to the older generation. And that's far from the case. We've seen it in young children, unfortunately. And my aim with my platform is to sort of educate the younger generation, working with primary schools to try and make it that they can make healthy relationships in regards to lifestyle choices, food, fitness, and I'm not talking about going to the extreme, we just want to educate them on a healthy lifestyle and to make those choices that hopefully can eliminate this occurring for the younger generation. We want to try and make it so that it's not a thing. As strange as that sounds, we're always promoting these causes, and it is to make sure that we promote them to the point that they don't need promoting anymore because they're not around.
Yeah, 100%. And I think that's so right. When you think about heart health and people that have had heart attacks, you do automatically tend to think of the older generation, but it's not exclusive to them. As you said, it can happen to kids. And I think the earlier you start to tackle the things that can lead to it, the earlier you can prevent it as well.
Exactly.
Yep, definitely. So would you say that someone's mental health can be affected by having issues with their heart health?
Definitely. I think with anything, if you're unwell, your whole body feels it, it goes straight to your mind, that you're thinking I'm unwell, you know, and it can trigger so many dark thoughts, which is what we're trying to eliminate here. You know, nobody wants to be feeling that way. So I do feel like if you look after yourself, you know, it can be tough living with mental health problems, and I completely understand that. You know, I suffer with some myself, but by taking small steps towards a healthier lifestyle, which we're trying to promote here, your overall health will improve. You know, you'll feel so much more positive, and that can also help with your heart, you know. Healthy heart, happy mind, that's what I always say.
Yeah, I love that.
So just simple steps, you know, if you're a smoker, try and cut down a little bit to end up quitting smoking. You know, keep a healthy weight, exercise. And when I say exercise, I don't just mean going to the gym and running on a treadmill. You know, there's so many opportunities and different types of exercise programs we can use now. You know, Zumba is really fun, it's energetic, it's not boring, because I find running really boring. My dad's got into it. I just can't. It's not for me. I find it so boring. So, you know, things like Zumba and online classes, you know, and you don't even have to pay for them these days. You can find them on YouTube. So there's no excuse. There's no excuse.
Yeah, I literally have a Zumba DVD, and if I have that feeling of I really can't be bothered going up to the gym tonight, I just like stick my leggings on, put my DVD on, and like you said, Zumba's fun because you don't feel like you're exercising, but it's
the whole point.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good for you. You know, it improves your heart health, it gets your blood pumping, you know, and it's like you said, it's not boring. You don't feel like you're, oh, I've got to run on the treadmill now. You know, it can be a bit of a fun. You don't need lots of space for it. You don't need any posh equipment. It's just you and a screen. And let's face it, we all have that.
Yes. And it's fun. You can kind of laugh at yourself with Zumba as well, because you don't need to be an amazing dancer. It's like, as long as you're moving, then you're doing it right.
Exactly. Get those steps in.
Yeah. So you've kind of covered already, but what are different ways that people can make sure they are taking care of their heart?
Yeah, so last year I created a campaign during lockdown called Put Your Heart First, and it was all about encouraging people to up their exercise levels to 30 minutes a day for the whole month of February, which, as we've just said, is Heart Awareness Month. And by doing that, you know, it's a proven fact that if you keep a sort of hobby for more than a month, you know, for a month long, 28 days, then it sort of gets ingrained in you and it becomes a habit, which is what we're trying to promote, you know, that constant fitness and health, and making those steps to a healthier lifestyle choice, which is what the program was all about. You know, put your heart first, make it for that month that you're really focusing on that area. And exercise is the most effective way to maintain a healthy heart, and you can make it work for you. Like we just said, there's so many fitness options, Zumba, spin sessions. You can go to the gym if you feel like that's therapy for you as well. And like we said, also it works in both ways. It can be a therapy, so it can help with mental health, but also it can be fun and improve your heart health at the same time. So it's like 2 in 1.
Yeah, I think that's the thing that a lot of people don't think about, is when you think about keeping yourself healthy and looking after your heart, it almost comes across as though it's a chore, but it doesn't have to be. You can tailor it to you and still be looking after yourself, but having fun with it as well. And I think that's, from your platform as well, that's something that we really would like to push for people to realise, that it can be fun and it's not all about strict diets and strict workout plans and things like that.
Yeah, and like I said, taking it into primary schools, I'm not going to go and tell a school full of primary school children, you've got to exercise 30 minutes a day, you've got to go to the gym, and you've got to run on a treadmill. Like that's not what we're trying to promote here. You know, there's fun options for children, even just when they're out at playtime and lunchtime. You know, that's an opportunity for them to have that 30 minutes. But working in a primary school, you know, I saw that children were just sat by the side eating their snack, which was a bag of crisps.
Yeah.
I was like, you know, this is your 30 minutes to get that burst of energy and get out there, you know. So it's important that also schools and carers and that can support that as well, and make opportunities for children to get active and get fit. Whether it's chucking some hula hoops out at lunchtime, or, you know, creating a game with them. It's really easy. It doesn't have to be, you know, too over the top.
Yeah, definitely. So we spoke earlier on about the link that you have personally with heart health because of your granddad. So through that experience, I know you were quite young at the time, but what do you feel are ways that you can best support someone that has an issue with their heart health? You, as someone who is a family member or a friend, what are the best ways that you can support someone else?
So the first thing, obviously, it was a bit difficult for me because I was young, but now I look back, if it happened now, just listen to them. It's so simple, yet effective. They need someone to offload, their issues that they're having. Maybe they didn't realise at the time that it was going off, and now it's been a bit of a shock, And it's so important that we listen to each other, especially, with everything that's going on. Like I said, it doesn't just mean regarding heart health, it can be anything. But one of the favourite things that I've done with my granddad as I've got older is we've attended his cardiac rehabilitation gym together.
Oh,
To encourage him, to keep going. They could stop after a certain amount of weeks, but I said to my granddad, I think it's important that we keep this up, like I've said, so I've been with him and it just encouraged him to keep going. It was a healthy habit that we then created. And it helped him follow the rehabilitation plan, whether it could be eating the same meal as them so they don't feel that they're missing out on occasions, or joining their fitness routine like I did with my granddad, and I also got my grandma involved, or going on a gentle walk. We have to start somewhere, and if we're doing these things together, it can help them feel less alone, less isolated, and it helps them feel supported, which will encourage them to continue the journey.
yeah. Oh, that is so lovely. I absolutely love that. And I love that you got your gran involved as well. Like, that is
She
amazing.
loves it. I mean, she's a bit more of a natterer than going around the equipment,
Yeah.
but it's more of a social thing. But
Yeah. So if you could educate the world on any aspect of heart health, what would you like more people to know?
oh, I mean, I think we've already said it, that it doesn't just happen to the older generation. There's children that are unfortunately suffering from this, so it's important for me, and my aim is to educate the younger generation and parents and carers, to inform them on this and hopefully try and eliminate it so it's not such of a devastating impact when they're older. I'd like to make it so it's not around, it's not a thing.
Yeah.
I know it's going to be hard, but there's simple steps we can all take to help push that. And obviously my chosen charity that I've been fundraising for the last couple of years, the British Heart Foundation, which you mentioned earlier with your sister queens, it's an incredible charity. They do so much work for people that are suffering with it, and with resources they can provide, and all the information is on their website, which is www.bhf.org.uk, and everything is on there, such as resources, information, facts, statistics. And if you want to get involved in supporting the campaign to improve heart health, they've got everything on there to help with that as well.
Amazing. And that quite nicely goes right into our final question, which was, where can people go to sort of educate themselves on heart health or for support? So other than the British Heart Foundation, are there things like support groups people can go to, or do you have any more sort of campaigns in the coming up in the future?
So yeah, this month obviously it's Heart Health Awareness Month, so I'll be releasing my Facebook profile banner that you can put on, which just proves that you're supporting the movement that we're creating with that. And you can donate to the British Heart Foundation if you wish as well. But there's so many support groups. If you go to your GP, there'll be all sorts of flyers in there. Sometimes there's community groups, like my granddad attended the rehabilitation programme. So just speak to your GP, and they should be able to offer those services to you.
Yeah, that is absolutely amazing. Well, thank you so much, Chloe. I feel like I've actually learned quite a lot from this.
Oh, thank you.
Heart health isn't something, in all honesty, that I do know a lot about. And I think from this, what a 15-minute interview, you already get so much information from it, which has been absolutely perfect. So thank you so much to Chloe for joining us, and please keep your eyes open for the next videos. I'm hoping to have another heart health video up, and our next challenge for heart health awareness will be announced on Sunday at midnight, so keep your eyes out for that. But thank you so much, everyone, and we will see you soon.